Okay, we're going to go straight into blueprints. Let's see what the crack is. I have seen the intro and I have seen a little bit of gameplay from someone else, but then I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a good game. I need to play it, and it took me like a year to play it. But either way, we're here now, so. Dogubomb, or Dogubomb. I heard this game was in development for years. It's kind of crazy, and I've heard it's also just the most amazing game ever. In association with Raw Fury, a game by Tonda Ross. Is this a clue? Not yet. Not yet.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me.
Okay.
I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary Matthew,
Mary
all
Matthew.
my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly.
Yeah.
The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45 estate.
Okay.
The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse.
Got it. Got it.
In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. Herbert S. Sinclair.
What a fabulous opening. I have so much to say already. Okay, so this is the estate. This is us. Day 1. One day that's going to say like day 332. It's going to take us almost a full year to get through this. And here we are, right? This is where we begin. Yes. Okay. So pause right here. I'm not going to start yet because I've got a lot to say. First of all, that intro is probably one of the best gaming intros I've ever seen. It's so good because it sets the tone of the game. It tells you your aim of the game, and it feels like it's got a lot of lore in it already. I've been listening about like we're on Mount Holly in Reddington. I don't know if Reddington is UK based or if it's like in the United States or something. So we'll have to figure that out. I don't know if maybe it's fictional. I don't know. I think this game was made by a British person though. And then I didn't quite get it. I kind of wrote it as it passed by, but I think we are Simon Jones, and we are the son of the niece. We're the son of Herbert's niece, Mary Matthew. So I've written that down. One of my favourite lines in there. By the way, we're in 1993, I believe, because that's when he wrote his will. So it's probably quite soon after. My favourite line in that, I laughed at it, was you have to find the 46th room of the 45-room estate. That's a paradox. That is such a good opening to the game. Like, I really enjoy that. So our mission is to find the 46th room of the 45-room estate. I'm not sure about the sensitivity here. I might need to turn it up. Okay, that's a little bit better, I think. So, so this isn't going to be the most intense gameplay. This isn't going to be like the most high quality gameplay of Blueprints. My aim for this series is to genuinely, like, as you've probably seen already, I am taking notes. I have a notebook, and if I ever need it, I also have an Excel document that I can use, or a Google Sheets. It's a Google Sheet. If anybody saw my Gravity Falls series, they will have seen I had a massive Google Sheets document, and it just had everything in it. It had all my cryptology things. It had automatic decoders and stuff like that. I like to do everything myself. I like to take notes of everything myself. So this is the place where I put screenshots, any ciphers if there are any. The thing about Blueprints and any other like puzzle game is I'm going into this not knowing the language of the game. This game is a puzzle. Like in its entirety, it is a big puzzle. It's figuring out the lore of it. It's figuring out how you get to room 46 of the 45 room estate. So it's one big puzzle, and I don't know the language of the puzzles yet. So, I mean, already I'm seeing stuff that could be puzzles. Like, what is this? Queen and an ace. Okay. So there's a letter here. Open only in the event of my death. There is a stamp here. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. It's interesting. We are the son of the niece of this guy. Why are we receiving the estate? I mean, this is a pretty big estate just from looking at it straight away. I'm doing a tax exam in a few days, and my mind instantly goes to tax. There's going to be a lot of inheritance tax to pay on this estate. Like, it's quite big. So why are we, like, we seem like a kind of secondary family, almost. Not secondary family, but like not direct family. I mean, it's direct in that it's direct and it's not direct. But like, I don't know why we're given it. Like, why he has this challenge for us. Like, is there something more to that? With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You must not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice: do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. That's the thing. When I first heard about like the synopsis of this game, I was like, yay, a puzzle game. I absolutely love doing puzzles. I love like cryptology and solving the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's and things like that. But then the second thing I heard was it's a roguelike or roguelite. I don't remember. I think it's a roguelike. And roguelites are my favorite games. So this game felt like it feels like this game was made for me, I think. Although I probably won't be saying that in the rest of the playthrough, because I'm probably going to struggle with a lot of the puzzles. Please. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. I am going to write that down because it feels like that's not just there. It just feels like it's not there because it's there. It feels like it's there because there will be something connected to it. I also think it might be useful. We saw that there was a family photo in the intro. It might be useful to build a family tree. We might actually do that in the Excel. I'm not going to go that far quite yet. I'm going to actually search around in a minute. And that's the thing about this playthrough is I might take ages to do every day. But we're going to take in a lot of information and we're going to try hard this, I think. We're just going to try hard it. We're going to put down all the information that we've got and try and put pieces together as soon as possible. So, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. I don't know what that could tie into, but I'm writing it down. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair. Okay. So, that's that. We also have blueprints. Yes, it's a homonym. I think. Is it a homonym? I think it's a homonym. Blueprints. Blueprints. So that's the whole pun of this whole game, which it's a pun name. Obviously, I'll like it. You found the Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access the blueprint menu by pressing tab. Yes. Okay. I remember this from when I first watched a playthrough ages ago. So, okay, so interesting. So we're in the entrance hall right now, and we're going to have to build rooms to get to the antechamber. And I would assume, I mean, maybe I shouldn't assume here, but it makes sense because there's a north door of the antechamber that the 46th room is beyond the antechamber. So our mission is to get to the antechamber, I think. We have 50 steps as well. Represent how much energy you have left for exploring. Each time you enter a room, you lose 1. When you no longer have any left, you must call it a day. Okay. So there is a little bit of RNG involved, I think, in this, but there will be strategy for sure. And of course, a lot of puzzling, so we can't blame it all on RNG. That looks like it will be Reddington, right? That's probably going to be the town that we're in. I also like the name Reddington because it immediately makes me think of red. So red versus blue. I can see that theme probably popping up. Like we can probably have a lot of color clues in this game because it's called Blueprints. So there's probably going to be a lot of plays on that. Searching the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter... Oh, this is just what was in my... what we just read in the inventory. Okay. I wonder if anybody else on their playthrough has read that in their inventory before reading this. People probably just read this, grab the blueprint, do this, and then go. Also... Oh. I like the sound of that. It is 9:25. Okay. That's not Herbert S. Sinclair. Neither is that. That's a young lad, that is. That is like a very... I've been seeing that logo a lot, even just like booting up the game. So that seems to be like the manor thing. Can we go outside? Birds? Walking sticks? Oh my gosh, we can go outside. The grounds. Okay. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, wow. Wouldn't you love to live in a place like this? I would absolutely love it. Okay, I am going to calm down a little bit. I'm just going to go straight through a door and just see what happens, you know? Let's just do it. Let's have our first room in Blueprints. That's the name of the game. So, yes. So we can have a bedroom. Whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. A closet, 2 items, or a hallway. And, okay, so as we hover over them, that happens. Well, a hallway seems like the obvious choice, right? Because there's 45 rooms, so it's going to be 5 by 9. So it means we actually do want to get to the lower corner. I wonder if part of getting through like this north door in the antechamber is going to be filling up the whole map. I wonder if that's going to play into it at all. I think we should take the hallway here. I think it's the least interesting one. of them all because there's no like effect with it. But I guess the indirect effect is that we get more rooms out of it. So I think hallway is the shout here. Oh, that's so cool. What a premise to a game. This is so cool. Okay. So we've got like pots and vases or whatever. Got more pictures. Got some hands and like a crowbar. Flowers. Red flowers. Red flowers. I'm telling you, red is going to be important. We got a door and a note. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay. So the west wing will be, I assume, the 2 on the left. Or it might be the 1 on the left. Either way, the west. So there'll be more locked doors on the left. Okay. Let's remember that. Speaking of the left, let's just go straight into the next one. Guest bedroom, 10 steps. That's pretty good. Parlor, puzzle, closet, 2 items. The closet could be good. At the same time, we don't really know what items we need yet. Or like what items you can get. I guess that gives us more incentive actually to get closet. I want to go parlor just because I think one thing I want to do on my first run is make sure we're seeing as many rooms as we can. I'm going to go parlor. Let's have a look in the parlor. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my god. Ooh. Is this the puzzle? The box is blue. The gems are in it. Oh, this is going to be like a logic thing. There's a pawn. That's a very large pawn. So there's going to be a very large chess set somewhere. Can I can't like touch these. That's interesting that there's a pawn there. That's Herbert S. Sinclair. Okay. We've got like white flowers all over this wall. Very nice. We have got a message here. Is there anything else in this room to note? Oh, we got outside. Interesting. There's a lovely little river. Lovely stream. There's not really anything else in this room. So it's just this puzzle. So let's see. May the 2nd. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlour game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colours. You had pressed me to write with the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I have included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. Okay, I'm going to write M. Lowry down and the Oldhams as well, just in case they come up again. And then this was also May the 2nd. And this is in the parlor. Maybe it's going to be a case of on our Excel document we write down each room and then we write down our findings in that room. I imagine that could be useful, but at the same time, I don't know if we want to split it out that way. We'll need to think about the formatting later. I think that Excel will actually come a little bit later. I think this is just kind of a first propaganda at the estate. Okay, so these are the rules that are appended to the message. There will always be at least one box which displays only true statements. Okay, let that sink in. There will always be at least one box which displays only false statements. Only one box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. Okay, There's only one box with a prize. What I'm thinking is these first two are saying there can never be 3 false or 3 true boxes. There's always at least 1 true and always at least 1 false. So it's either 2 false and 1 true, or 2 true and 1 false. Okay, knowing that, is this... Oh, this is the key. Okay. So, knowing that knowledge, let's see if we can work this out. So, this box is blue. That's a true statement. The gems are in a true box, so we don't know that. We have to determine that. This box is black. Okay, so blue and black are true, meaning white is false. The gems are in a true box. That's false, meaning the gems are in a false box, and the only false box is the white box. So it has to be in the white box. Yes! My first puzzle. Oh, I actually suck at logic puzzles. I am so bad with logic. So if that gets any harder, which I'm sure it will, then we're going to really struggle. I actually did miss out on this. What is that? It's like a jelly. This is like a desert. Sands. Okay. Is it, yeah. Dessert and desert. That could be something. That could be something. I mean, that's good wordplay. Well, it's not really wordplay, but I guess I'll write it down. Desert and dessert. So, like, because they're the same word, it's one of them's got an S and one of them doesn't. So maybe that gives us an S. But what? Why would that S be useful? Where would I use that S? I guess we just have to keep on going. Keep on going. That was in the parlor. S in the parlor. Okay. Storeroom, West Wing Hall, boudoir. Okay, West Wing Hall. So I think probably we are in the West Wing right now. I mean, we theorized that anyway. I think we just have to go with West Wing Hall because it gives us the most openings. Okay. The West Wing Hall. Looking very, very nice. There is a message here. Staff notice. Okay. West Wing Hall. June 15th, 1983. My pen's run out. My pen has run out. What the hell, man? Let me find another pen. Do you guys have like a drawer that you designate for like stationery only? Because I constantly feel like I need that, because I go looking for pens and I just can't find pens anywhere. But I got a new pen and it works. So happy days. So 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson. Lady Clara Epson. That's a new name. And she's dead. Because it says Lady Clara Epson. And that is in 1983. So she's been dead for at least 10 years. The West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any staff, blah blah blah, may draft... Maybe we'll get an additional note for that. We've got this kind of sort of candelabra that's fallen, or candlestick that's fallen down. Okay. It seems like these like hallways, the corridors, aren't really gonna have much in. Maybe a little bit of lore, but like it's not gonna have like a puzzle in or anything. Plane. Fly. Plan. E. There's an... What are we in? West Wing Hall. West Wing Hall, plane and plan, which gives us E, under the same logic as desert and dessert. I'm definitely onto something. Hang on, there was but I can't be onto something because there was it was ace and queen in the first room, wasn't it? Ace and queen. Hang on. E. This is the 5x9. This is our map, right? We are in this room, and it's telling us E. So hang on. Do we have to so like, because wait, was it that? Yeah. So the parlor had an S. So the S would be in the parlor. So an S would be here, and an E would be here. Oh God, do we have to start? I'm gonna have to start putting this together. So actually, this is probably a very good start to the Excel. So like, if this is if that's the main hall and that's the antechamber, I mean, we can actually like outline this. See, I'm promoting Google Sheets for free. Not that they need the promotion. What am I talking about at this rate? We have an E here, which the plan, the blueprint on the wall told us it was an E, but we worked out it was an E anyway because it was plain and plan. And then this is an S. Sex. I'm kidding. So there is something. Is there one in every room? Are there two like drawings in every room? Because I definitely saw this one. That one had a queen and an ace in it. But I can't work out what that connection is. Queen and ace. Because that's definitely, unless these two are like flukes, unless I've just completely made up a puzzle that just isn't there, you know. That could very well be possible. I am overthinking this game. That is the whole point of the series. That's very interesting though. I will keep that in mind, and I guess every room we go through will add to the Excel. I mean, it seems inefficient, but we'll just keep going with it. Let's go forward. So here, I mean, den sounds amazing here. We get a gem for it, and there's 3 rooms, or there's 3 doors in it. And then we could have the closet, 2 items, or guest bedroom, 10 steps. I don't know if steps are very useful at this point in time. I mean, at the end of the day, there are 45 rooms. We have 50 steps. So we could, I mean, that is assuming you don't go back through rooms. I think the den is a very, very valid option right here. So let's see what's in the den. Very nice. This looks very cozy. Another pawn. Do I have to start writing down like what, where we find pawns? There's a pawn in the parlor. There's a pawn in the den. I'm not gonna write that down unless I see like a bunch more chess pieces, which I'm sure I will actually. I think it probably is a puzzle. Another gem. We are gem rich right now. We've got 3 gems. A lot of clocks in this room, I've noticed. I really hope there's no clock puzzle. And also, what are these? Are they geese? Are they swans? That looks like a little lock. I wonder if we find a key somewhere to unlock that. Although I don't know what it would do for us really. Yes, so more paintings. Why does this? It looks like Venetian blinds a little bit. Crow and row. Yes, I feel like this is a trend. This is definitely a trend. So crow and row. In the den. Although it doesn't matter what room we're in. Actually, it's just crow and row. So it's a C, and it's above the E. I think maybe let's go to the right this time instead of just keep going up. We've got a nook, which will give us a key. We could have a pantry for 4 coins or a spare room, which will just, it will go straight. I don't know if I'm that bothered about going straight. Because at the end of the day, we still have the entrance hall. We still have 2 exits from the entrance hall. Let's do the nook or the pantry. I think probably... I mean, you could say like pantry 4 coins versus 1 key. Like, is a key worth 4 coins? I mean, I don't really know yet because I don't know what they're used for really. I mean, keys are going to be for unlocking doors because I think I remember that aspect of the game a little bit. But I'm going to go with pantry. We'll see the nook later probably. Oh, steps. I was like... We're very short. We're very short at this angle. Okay. Lots of bottle... Coffee. Coffee. Love a bit of coffee. 2 pictures again. We are really rattling through these, aren't we? I don't even know what one of these is called. It's kind of like a 3-tiered Lazy Susan. Tie. Tie? Oh, tie and tier. Okay, so an R. Tie and tier, yeah. CR. So it does feel like it's going to spell some words. Don't know what those words are going to do for us necessarily, but we can find out. That's the joy of this game. Okay. So what else is in here? What is this? Is this like a food processor? Like an old food processor? Or is it like scales or something? I don't know. Don't know what that is. Sugar. I'm just... Is that like a correct spelling of coffee? Is that like a spelling of coffee I didn't know about? Lots of mugs. What is that? Oh, that's a alarm. That's like a clock, a timer. Sugar, flour. Okay, I thought there might be a puzzle with like the names of like the things, like missing letters or something. Lux coffee. Got rolling pin, grater. Is that something up there? We can't climb the ladder. Okay. There's a very obvious bright red apple here. Red apple. That gives us 2 steps. Okay, great. Good to know. This is a scale, of course. Then mugs and jugs and everything in between. 4 coins. There we go. We got what we asked for. And looks like a receipt. Bridget. Why is it lowercase? I don't know why I went low for that, but I guess it's applicable. Bridget. So first of all, I'll write down Bridget, but I'll also note down that it's spelt lowercase. Like, I'm interested. Actually, this is a very interesting question because I don't know if this is true or false. Can you ever have someone's... Can you, like, when you're choosing the name of your child, can you say, I want it to be named Peter, but with a capital T instead of a capital P? Can you do that? I wonder if you can... I guess not, because in terms of English, it's like a name is a proper noun, so it would always have a capital at the beginning. But I'm just wondered. I wondered if you could have that sort of thing. I know Elon Musk is able to put numbers in his child's name, so I guess why not lowercase letters? But yeah, Bridget. Oh, I didn't write down bridge. It does feel like bridge is important here. Interesting. I haven't seen any bridges yet, but at the same time, I've been inside 90% of the game. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread will be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Okay. Is there a math puzzle here? Is it 50 steps is equal... Hang on. 50 steps. So 5 apples would be 10 steps. We haven't seen bananas and oranges yet. So, but 5 bananas plus 5 oranges would be 40. I would assume. And then the enclosed amount should cover expenses. The change was 4 coins. I don't think there's a puzzle here. I think this is one thing I'm overthinking. It is weird. This note is weird though. Like, does this note exist to tell us something about apples, banana? Like, it is very much in bold, or is this just here to say bridge to us? Like, that's the thinking, the meta that I'm trying to get out of this game. I don't really know what to think of that yet. So I will say as well, I do have a bit of a brain in my head, right? I mean, everybody does, right? But I would say I'm rather intelligent. There are going to be lots of clues that I completely miss, and there are going to be clues that other people get way quicker than me, because there's just, people learn things at different rates, right? And people see different things in different things. Like, you can have a very you can have someone very astute in their vernacular. There you go. Very astute in their vernacular. That's definitely a sentence I've never said before, because I don't use a very large vocabulary. But you can have like very literary people who see metaphors in everything, and then you can have very analytical people like me who like loves to deal with numbers and stuff. I mean, I'm an accountant. I was talking about tax before. I deal with numbers primarily, but I am also interested in language and linguistics and cryptology, which, I mean, I guess they're very different things, but I sort of like the space in between language and numbers. So, interesting. What does that mean? We have, we're going out the pantry, so we're going back down. So it actually doesn't matter here what room we put here, because either way, we're filling this space. We'll be able to go up from the entrance hall and up from the den. But do we want 10 extra steps? I don't really care for steps right now. I don't think, at least. Spare room is going to be probably useless. I mean, unless there's something in the spare room, but it is a spare room, so by definition, it's not going to have anything in it. And then the observatory. The observatory does like pique my curiosity the most. So I think we're going to go observatory. What is that? +1 star. Gem requirement. So we're going to have to pay gems to get more luxury rooms, I guess. Let's try the observatory. See what's going down in the observatory. Okay, so we have 1 star. So it seems, because I've only just walked into this room and I've only just seen stars, it looks like this only applies to this room. Stairs. Stairs. Got a globe that spins. And it doesn't look like our Earth, so this probably is just an alternate universe. Looks like Uranus, because, you know, it's freaking massive. No, it's just a model. Another globe that we can spin. Yeah, this doesn't look like, I mean, I'm not seeing Australia. Let's put it that way. Stars. Stairs and stars. So I in, where are we? Okay. Honestly, wasn't expecting an EI here. I don't know what that could be, but we'll see. We will eventually fill in more letters. Oh, there's a knight. There's a knight, which I think that kind of solidifies my theory that there's going to be a lot of chess pieces everywhere, and that's going to come into useful. That looks like a chessboard. I mean, it also looks like a kitchen floor. I know that, but yeah. So there's a knight here. Maybe on the next day I'll write down all the chess pieces I can see or something, because I don't know. I like, at least with the letters that I'm getting, like that's building towards something. I have no idea what to do with the chess pieces. This looks like, I mean, this is the solar system, I guess. With I guess this is the sun in the middle. It doesn't really make that clear. There is a big telescope. Should we be concerned? Can we point it out the sky? That would be nice. There is a book here. I'm going to read this book. The Fixed Stars. The Stargazer's Companion to Constellations by Richard Witt. Okay. Fen Aries, Bird and Sons Publishing. Fen Aries? That sounds to me like a region. Like a domicile almost. Bird and Sons Publishing. Now, with experience with like trying to decode FNAF lore, I am thinking in between the lines of this, like, what does Fen Aries mean? Aries, I mean, it's a pun in enough of itself. Aries is a constellation in itself, right? Bird and Sons. What could that mean? I'm just thinking bird and sons. Like, I don't know yet because we don't know the whole family situation and stuff like that. But I'm thinking maybe Herbert is the bird. Herbert S. Sinclair. Herbert and Sons Publishing. Like, maybe there's something to do with that. Like, again, very early days, very early hypothesis to make. No things to back it up. It's a hypothesis for a reason. Preface. This book contains a complete starbase, a list of constellations, and the observed effects that accompany the appearance of each one. Depending on the number of stars that can be seen in the sky on any given day, different constellations of various sizes may be visible, sometimes more than one on a single day. This book, a solid base for astronomy or astrology? Let's be clear on the distinction here. Astrology is constellation based. I mean, astronomy is also constellations, but like, there's a whole mythology behind astrology. Anyway, it will help you easily identify these constellations, impress your friends, and discover the joy of stargazing. Okay. North Star, 1 gold. The twins. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. The slice. Okay, so okay. I've put it together. We have 1 star at the moment, so we're gonna get North Star from this room. Have we already gotten it? No. Maybe it's when we look through the telescope. That's gonna be it, isn't it? The twins. 2 trunks have been added to the entrance hall. So, but how do we get 2 stars? Maybe there's other ways to get stars. Or maybe it's a it's like a permanent thing. It's the what's it called? It's the roguelike kind of part of the game where like permanent things are between days. Maybe it's that. The twins, the slice 3 steps. Diamondos Minor plus 1 gem. The Southern Cross, rooms with 4 doors are more common today. Cool. Farmer's Apple, apples are extra delicious. Clavis the Key, plus 1 key. Diamondos Major, 5 gems. Draxus the Dead, dead end rooms are more common today. Oh my god, mad. The sale, everything is off, it is 50% off, okay. We're skipping, like, we went from 8 to 11 to 12 to 15 to 20. Florealis, Bloom of the Sky, green rooms are more likely to contain special flat. What the hell is this? I don't know what that means. It seems like this is a lot like later game stuff. Oh, and that's it. That is literally it. Okay. So we're aiming to get Bloom of the Sky here. Alright, so I guess, I mean, there's stairs. There's also like a wheel here. We can turn it. Okay, that's blocking it. So we go up. We go up. There we go. Oh yeah. Sorry, a little bit of Luigi came out. Okay. And then is this gonna? Yeah. Oh, we love to see it. Okay, that's maximum. So then we go back down, we turn it around. We're gonna have to do this every time we go in here, aren't we? I hope not. It should stay. And then move it this way. Okay, and then now, yeah, okay. So, 1 star, right? Yeah, North Star, gain 1 coin. So we gained a coin from that. Okay, I get it now. I get it. Alright, don't think there's anything else in this room unless I'm missing a book or something, but that one was very obvious, so I doubt it. We could go... Yeah, you know what? Let's go straight forward from here. And let's see what we've got. We can get a storeroom. 1 key, 1 gem, 1 gold is very interesting. Like that's a lot from just 1 room. Nook, which would take us up, actually. That seems like a good one. We said we wanted the Nook before as well. Just to have a look at the Nook. And closet, I don't really care about right now because it's a dead end. We'll try Nook. We'll do Nook. Okay. So, let's just... I don't really know what to do when I go in a room, whether you just go straight forward and look at it. I want to look at every single wall. I want to look at every single thing on like all the desks and stuff. Like, I need to make sure that I'm looking at everything. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. Haha, bingo! A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly a journal or an Excel spreadsheet will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Is that in italics, or am I just crazy? Or not even italics, it's in lowercase, like bridge before. So, is it noteworthy? Is it beside bridge? Beside bridge. We'll have to look for a bridge and see if there's anything beside the bridge, because it's interesting we've got that so quickly. There could be more to it, of course, but I think beside bridge is quite compelling. And then there's a lot here. There's a lot of colours. This looks like the layers of the earth or something, or maybe like the stratosphere, the atmosphere, the ozone. Oh, this is like is this a room with 4? It's either like a room with 4 doors, or it's like a crosshair on like a shotgun or something. I played too much Fortnite back in the day. Okay, we have bride. Bride or wedding. I think it's bride. Bride and bridge. Okay, bride and bridge. Where are we? We're in the middle. Wait, hang on. Bride and bridge. So it's a G. Oh, this looks like it's making 8. 8. If this is a H and a T, then we're... Well, obviously. It does look like it's making the word 8. Or eigen. Like eigenvalue. No. I don't think we're talking about matrices. I don't know if anybody will get that reference. I did maths at university, okay? So, I also saw, like, immediately when I walked into the room, to be honest, I saw the rook. Should I start noting it? A rook in the nook, okay. The wordplay already in this game is kind of annoying me. No, it's great. It's great. It's really, it's quite charming. Rook in the nook. Because also, I think a lot of people will see the rook in the nook and they won't piece together rook in the nook. I don't know. So we have a key. We have our first key. Can we pick up these books? Can we go here? No. That's unfortunate. Again, it's so cozy. I would love to sit and study here. I would love to do my tax exam here. That's the last time I'm going to mention tax, I swear. There are more books here, though. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's anything else. Is this a jukebox? I think it is. It's a very, like, vintage jukebox. There's going to be a room where there's, like, something on the ceiling and loads of people are just going to, like, not look at the ceiling. So I'm going to make sure I'm looking at, like, the floor, the ceiling, every little bit of the room. But I think I am done here. Coat hanger. Yeah, I think I'm done here. Moving forward, we're going up. The chapel. Whenever you enter chapel, lose a coin. No, thank you. Guest bedroom, plus 10 steps. Or the drawing room, which costs a gem. But you may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. What does that mean? Draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. As in you unlock more floor plans? I don't know. We can go to the drawing room. Again, another wordplay thing. Drawing room, as in draw, and you may draw new, as in deal, like deal cards, like you draw cards. It's ridiculous. I think I'm tempted to go drawing room. Because first of all, it's interesting. Secondly, there's no negative side effect. Thirdly, it's not a dead end. Let's do it. Okay. The drawing room. A lot of people walking. What is this? Why are there so many people walking? And horses. Horses aren't people. There are like arrows though. It's kind of like measuring the strides on every single one. Oh, there's going to be a puzzle here. There is going to be a puzzle here. Got a picture of Herbert S. Sinclair. Okay. It's a lovely drawing. Okay. What is this? Drawing floor plans. Lavatory, pantry, guest bedroom. Okay. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Okay, so this is the effect of the drawing room. You get to redraw. I find it weird they didn't say it like that though. Redraw. They said it like you may draw new floor plans. It's kind of weird. Is there a way... Room directory. Oh, here we go. There is a way to see, like, what rooms we have unlocked. There's a lot. Well, there's 46. Bedrooms, hallways, green... Ah. Okay. Shops and red rooms. So it seems like there is... color association here. So there are green rooms and red rooms. Hallways are orange. And then rooms 1 to 46 are blue. Okay. So it's got nothing to do with like rarity, because I thought it might have something to do with like how rare it comes up. Okay, so that's interesting. Oh, can you like, I didn't try clicking on any of them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's a lot of information for every room. Past the steps and beyond grand doors, admission to Mount Holly is granted by way of a dark and garish lobby, suitably called the entrance hall. Type permanent. Okay, so permanent as in we always get it. It's our first room that we always get. And blueprint, meaning it's got a blue outline. It's one of the main. I guess a blueprint means it's not going to be a bedroom, hallway, green room, shop, or red room. Like it's just kind of like a standard room. Rarity, nah. So let's look at one more. Let's look at a hallway. West Wing Hall. West wing of the estate has been closed since the death of Lady Epson. So we did talk about the death of Lady Epson before. We said it was more than 10 years since she died. She died in, before 1983. So it's been shut since then. It is unsurprising, therefore, that this hallway, in its neglected state, features boarded windows and dust-smothered furniture. Oh, I didn't even put that together. The thing I was looking at when I was like looking at everything here is like, why are there like planks with like light shining through on the top? Why is there like a canopy of planks here that's giving this sort of effect? And that's why. It also does look a little bit darker because there's no lights on in this room, so you can kind of see the decrepit kind of state that it's in because it's been shut for so long. Interesting. Type hallway. Rarity standard, drafted one time. Okay. Very interesting. I will be sure to use that if... Well, at least I know it's there, right? I know it's there. And I wonder when that will be useful. It might be good to just... Maybe at the end of every day, just go through all the floors. I mean, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to do loads of reading. I don't want to take hours and hours of your time just reading. There is a pawn in this room. I'm not recording that right now. We can record that when we know the puzzle, I guess. Yeah, there's just loads of paintings with... It's just very weird. This is giving me... It's giving me a little bit of Backrooms vibes. It's a little bit like this shouldn't exist, almost. There's just a room full of drawings with loads of people stepping and loads of arrows underneath their steps. I don't know what to do with this information. Another clock. Another man walking. Some seating. Ah, here we go. Rod and road. Okay. So it's an A. Yeah, this is definitely spelling something, right? It's definitely giving us maybe a clue to something. Is it going to be a full sentence or is it going to be like 9 individual words? I wonder. We'll see. Okay, back to blueprints. So let's move on to the next room. Is that like... This feels like a door. There's definitely a puzzle in this room. This room is very... Is there like a line under his feet here? I mean, it kind of is, but no. There's not an obvious like arrow. Okay. I'm done with this room for now. I need to think on that because I get the sense... I feel uneasy in this room because there just feels like there's a puzzle. But I don't know it yet. Again, I don't know the language of this game. You guys can't see it because my face cam is in the way, but I can redraw floor plans right now if I want to. So, and to be fair, I might. I mean, lavatory is a dead end. It doesn't even look like there's anything good in there. It's just a bathroom. Spare room, again, we said before, spare rooms, you know, they're quite spare. They're quite spare and bare, so I don't know if I want to go through that. And also, like, I don't want to go straight. Courtyard is actually a good option. But it uses a gem. So do I want to redraw or do I want to use... Because we get a free redraw, I want to see how it works. Let's redraw. What do we get? Oh, a lot worse. A lot worse rooms. Okay. So corridor, storeroom, or closet. Do we care about more keys and gems and coins or a closet? Let's use the closet. I have also just thought about like using the closet early on means you won't get it later on. Closet seems very common. We've seen it like 4 times already. So let's go into the closet. Back into the closet. No, I'm joking. 2 items as well. That's going to be useful. Okay, so there's like chests here, a few pieces of clothing. Is that a bongo? No. Yeah. Oh no, it's a paint can. They're paint cans. Clothes hangers. Purse. A small coin purse. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional 1 in interest. Oh, tax-free. No, I'm joking. Tax deductible. I said I wouldn't talk about tax, for goodness sake. It's just on my mind. I have an exam. So, it makes sense that it's on my mind all the time. There's also a dice here, a die. A single ivory die. While drafting, you may use die to roll new floor plans. Oh, okay, so it's just got the same effect as the drafting room, the drawing room. Okay. It's like suitcases and stuff. So those are our 2 items. It's like a bowler hat. Yeah, okay. So that's everything in this room. We do have clock and lock, though. So that's a C. Okay. Okay, so this is looking like crack. Crack 8. Okay. It does seem like it's making a sentence, maybe. Or a phrase or something. Alright. Let's go back through here. This is the first time we kind of have to backtrack a little bit. So, backtrack to the Nook Observatory and then back to the den, maybe? Or do we want to go back to the entrance hall? Let's go back to the entrance hall, fill out this area, and then maybe we can, like, crawl our way back across. Entrance hall. So, Nook. And then, oh, I can sprint. Okay. And then pantry. And then, yeah, I am going the right way. Oh, no, we're passing the den anyway. Sorry, I thought that we could go through the observatory down the hallway. No. Okay, we're ending up in den anyway. Let's just do this so we don't waste steps. Okay. Spare room, chapel, or lavatory? Chapel has the negative effect. Lavatory is a dead end room. I do have the ability to redraw floor plans again. I'm going to take the spare room because it brings us forward and also gets rid of the spare room. I don't want to see the spare room again. Sorry, I've got a lot of hate for the spare room. It's just, it is quite literally a spare room. Like, there's going to be nothing in it. Can I at least pick something up here? No, it is just a spare room. I said it. I said it would be a spare room. There would be nothing in it. It would be no use. It's literally just a straight corridor. Even the corridors in this game are more useful. At least they give us lore. Okay, sorry. I'll stop with the spare room slander here. Let's just go straight ahead again. Ooh, so here we go. Door is locked. Let's use the key. Okay. Interesting. So, bedroom, whenever you enter this room, gain 2 steps. Guest bedroom, 10 steps. Patio, spread gems in each green room. What does spread mean, though? Does that mean, like, generate new gems? Or does it mean my gems are going to be spread? Because I don't want that. Patio is interesting, but it does cost a gem. And also, if it's spreading gems in each green room, we don't have any green rooms, so that's not actually going to be any use to us. Though I would like to have a green room, because it would be nice to... It seems like the green rooms are like outside rooms, so it would be nice to have an outside room. Just for some fresh air, you know? I've been in this for like an hour. No. Bedroom, I think, is the right call. Whenever you enter, gain 2 steps. So is that beneficial? Can you go in and out and in and out? No. Because, hang on. It takes a step to go in. You gain 2 steps. It takes a step to go out. So it doesn't, it has a neutral effect on your steps. It's just like a free room. You don't lose any steps going into the room. Okay. That's fine. That is fine. Okay, so what do we have in here? There's our 2 steps. We have like a closet. We have... Ooh. Is that... So that could either be Mary Matthew or Lady Epson. I'm starting to think Lady Epson is Herbert S. Sinclair's wife. I have no evidence for that. but also we're in the bedroom. We're in the bedroom. It could be, I mean, knowing that there's a picture of Lady Epson here, potentially, it could mean that this is Herbert S. Sinclair's partner, spouse. So this could be a picture of Lady Epson or Mary Matthew, but Mary Matthew is our mother, I think. As long as I heard the beginning of the intro correctly, which I don't know if I did because I wrote it down a bit late, but okay. And I also have noticed this, like, this moon pendant almost. There's a moon necklace, which I will write down because I think that could come into play later on. It could be like a piece of evidence because, like, I'm always thinking about the meta of this. So it happened before with, like, the notes to Bridget, or the notes, yeah, the note to Bridget in the pantry. I was like, why does this exist? It's clearly telling us something. It's a puzzle of some sort, and it said like 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. And I'm like, is there some math puzzle here? And there very well could be, but I also did notice the bridge thing, and I think that is something I'm supposed to pick up on. So, like, why is this here? And it's either to make me start thinking about, like, who is this lady? Is this lady important? Or it's here, I mean, probably both actually. Or it's here for the moon necklace. So I've written down moon necklace, and that is hopefully going to be important later on. We've got a test tube, although I don't think it'll be a test tube. And a bathtub, so tube and tub, so that's an E. Okay, and that's the, oh my god, I just realized the spare room didn't even have photos in it, did it? Or I completely missed it. Oh, now I'm doubting myself. Although maybe it's like it's not a 5-letter word here, maybe, I don't know. I think it's because it's the spare room. So tub and tube, so that's an E, so that's 5 up. There is, of course, the infamous pawn here, which I think we've seen about 4 pawns so far. Lovely little swan napkin. In one of these rooms, there's going to be one book that I like, that I push, and it will open like a secret passageway. Very interesting stuff going on here. That's not suspicious at all. Is it telling me to look down? I don't see anything. I mean, this rug, like, I am thinking about, like, the patterns. Like, before in the, where was it? In the parlor, there was the white flowers on the wall, like the wallpaper. I'm paying attention to that as well. Like, is there going to be a clue here? Like, is this like a word or something? I don't know. What is this? What is this doing for me? What is this doing for the people who own this bedroom? I don't freaking know. More paper, origami. Is this a mirror? It's not a very good mirror. Or I'm a vampire. That's the secret of the whole game. I've just solved the game. I'm a vampire. Greetings from Reddington. So this looks like the same village that we saw in that photo ages ago now. Greetings from Reddington. And it's in red. It's in red because it's Reddington. Those do look like the mountains that we are seeing around. Although it seems like the main mountain, Mount Holly, I guess it's called. Or are we on Mount Holly, or are we next to Mount Holly? I don't really know, but it seems like the actual mountain has a very distinct shape. It has like things that are cut out in it, as far as I remember, at least. Okay, nothing else in here. Unless I can open one of these drawers. It seems like things that you can pick up and stuff are going to be quite obvious. So, let's see. Storeroom, corridor, courtyard. I am tempted to just go courtyard. Courtyard is very good actually in this scenario. Let's try a courtyard. Let's start getting green rooms. It allows us to go up and it allows us to go down. Let's do it. Okay, finally. Fresh air. Fresh air, my lovelies. I don't know why I said that. There is like a dirt mound here. Midnight Motorist vibes. There's like planks. Okay. There's a hose pipe. There is a chest here. Oh, it's locked. Okay. Well, I don't have any keys, so that's not very useful. There's another mound there. Okay, this looks like it's very unuseful, actually. Again, no drawing. Is it just that some like particular rooms aren't going to have drawings, or is it that there's just no letter here? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so where do we go now? We go down, I think. Locked. Oh no. Oh no, we need keys. Locked again. Oh boy. Maybe I should have taken some of those like storerooms and stuff. Okay, well, it looks like we have to backtrack all the way down to the entrance hall. Oh no, that's actually ruined us. We need to go and find new keys. Okay, well, let's go back to the entrance hall. Ah, actually, while we're here... Yes, I do remember this now. Hands and crowbar. Is this like pray? Like... Pray and pry. I think this one is. That doesn't really look like prying, but crowbars are associated with the word pry, I guess. It's the main verb that's associated with it. So, pray and pry, so A, I would put here. And it's good that we've got a vowel, because I think we needed a vowel here. So, second one on the bottom is A. And then we can go back into here and have another look at this. I mean, queen and ace. Oh, face. Face and ace. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going with face and ace. I mean, that could be wrong. But what do we... S-A-F. S-A-F? Saf? I mean, what could that even be? I don't even know if F is right, actually. But face and ace does make sense. It's a face card and an ace card. It could be something else, but I'll go with... I will go with F. So this is how we're looking right now. Crack 8 safes. Oh, I only got safes because crack 8 safes. There's going to be 8 safes that we're going to need to find. Okay, I'm liking this. This is so... I'm loving this. We're only on day 1. We're not even halfway through the estate. I'm so sorry for taking so long on this day, but this is the playthrough. This is the playthrough. This is what you need to expect. Oh my gosh. Got a variety of rooms here. Corridor. Corridor is always left unlocked. Dining room. I can tell you right now, I am picking dining room. Dining room. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Okay, so once we're on the 8th rank, we will be served a meal in the dining room. Okay, shoot. So we need to get to the 8th rank and then come back to the dining room. I don't think that's happening with the amount of steps that we've got. Okay, but I'm taking dining room anyway. But nursery, we can't even take nursery. But nursery, whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. Wow, that's useful to get early on, I think. I would like to get that maybe on my next run of this. Dining room. Let's go. Woo! Very fancy. Okay. Oh, a gem. Let's go. What is this? Pin and pine. Easy. It seems like we're right. Crack 8 safes. I don't know how that really helps us because we haven't bumped into any safes yet, but when we do, we will know what it's for. Sort of. Are these like crepes? Oh no, they're these are like crepes a little bit. Like pancakes, rolled up pancakes. No, they're napkins. Okay. Very Beauty and the Beast-esque. More plates. Oh yeah, look. The mountain, it has like weird things in it. It's interesting. In a sense, I don't like these sorts of games because it's going to be a game that's going to be like, the clue was there all along. You missed it this whole time. And that actually, I feel like I have an irrational fear of that feeling. You know, when like something has been in plain sight the entire time. I just don't know. I have an irrational fear of that. There was this puzzle on, this is a very sidetrack, like this is a tangent. There was this puzzle on a Professor Layton game that I played when I was a child. And it was like, here's a picture of the town. I'll put it up on the screen. Here's a picture of the town. Find the monster and stab it in the eye. And I'm like, where the hell is this monster, man? Where the hell is this monster? I was literally clicking on every little part of the... sorry. I was clicking on every single part of the picture. Turns out it's the moon. And then I was like, why the hell... Why is the monster's eye the moon? And then you realise that in like the negative space in the sky, you see the monster. And I'm like, that was there the whole time. That was in plain sight. This whole time I've been looking at the monster. For some reason, I think that evoked some sort of fear in me. And I can't explain why. I don't know why I find that scary, but there you go. Okay, in terms of the dining room, we actually don't have anything really to look at other than this, which once we reach rank 8, we will have food served here, which I'm assuming is going to give us a lot of steps. So it would actually be worth going to rank 8 and then coming back, probably. Although actually, I doubt it. Is it going to be more than like 16? I don't know. Let's go straight up from here. There should be a H, this one. Lavatory, chapel, office. I really want office, but I can't get it because of the gem requirement. It's 2 gems and I've only got 1. But opportunity to earn and spread coins. That's interesting. That is interesting. There's probably going to be some stuff in the office as well that I would be interested in. Chapel, whenever you enter, lose 1 coin. Lavatory. I think it's going to be a lavatory because this is like a dead end spot anyway. It's fine to put this here. And also we can see what's in the lavatory. I imagine not a lot. At least we've got pictures here. Got a bathtub. Got a mirror that doesn't work. A mirror that doesn't work. That's quite funny. A little bit of soap. Yeah, there is literally nothing here. Herbert S. Sinclair. Okay, he has his own like branded towels. That's interesting. This is bat and bath. Very on theme. You know, we've been seeing a lot of bats. That means this is H, absolutely. So it is going to be 8 safes. Crack 8 safes. Okay, cool. There's an E up here, which, I mean, unless it's another 8, like I don't know what this actually could be. I can't think of any other words that begin with E apart from like eyes. Anyway, that was very useless. Thank you for that. Now, what's in this room? Ooh! Oh my gosh. Okay. Few things here. Utility closet. I really want a utility closet because that sounds like we can mess around with like electricity and lighting that sort of thing. I would like a I would like a utility closet, but it kind of blocks us off from any progression on the right side, on the right wing, if you will, on the east wing. Billiard room is looking good. Maid's chamber, though, as well. Less likely to find items laying around in your house. I don't want that, really. I have noticed it's like 3/4 red and 1/4 purple. I don't know what that means yet. Oh, bedrooms are going to be purple rooms. What are red rooms, though? Oh, I guess rooms with, like, rooms that you don't want to get. Like, rooms with negative status effects, probably. Because, oh yeah, that is definitely that. Because we've had lavatory, which has just nothing in it, and it's a dead end. You have maid's chamber, which less likely to find items laying around in your house. And you have chapel as well, which is lose a coin every time you enter. So I think red is just, like, bad rooms. Not necessarily bad, though, actually. Because I did notice the chapel had, like, 3 doors in it, I think. I'm going to take the billiard room here, though, because there is a puzzle in this room, and I'm interested in doing the puzzles. And I love a billiards room as well. I love playing snooker and pool. I used to play it a lot when I was a child, not much anymore, but whenever I go to the... Ooh. Oh! I thought I could pick up... We can't leave now. Oh, no! Damn it. It's fine, we can carry on. I thought I could pick up the... Oh, I can view my inventory. Oh. I thought I could pick up the snooker cue, but it was the door. Idiot. Idiot. So we can have a storeroom, bunk room, or east wing hall. There's only really one, like, viable option here, and that's the east wing hall. At least if we want to continue, which we do. So we're gonna have to take the east wing hall. We can still reroll, by the way. I do have a dice or die. Bunk room sounds interesting though. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. If you have that room, I think it was the nursery, that allows you to get 5 steps every time you draft a bedroom. That would be very good. Storeroom, I'm still hoping to get storeroom at some point, because that seems to give you quite a lot of resources. But east wing hall for me on this occasion. We'll go into there soon, but I need to look at the rest of the billiard room. There is a coin here. There is a Budweiser or something. Lots of alcoholic beverages, I can only assume, based on the colour of the bottles. A barrel. We can play snooker or billiards, sorry, because they have numbers on the balls. Okay. Are these numbers going to be... Oh, I don't know if I should write down the numbers. I'm not going to write them down, but I will keep in mind that there are numbered balls in this room. Deer and deer, as in expensive. No, it can't be that. Tag and stag. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So that's an S in bottom right corner, which we thought. There we go, there's our S. We should have in the east wing hall now a T, so we'll see that in a bit. I really am a fan of this lighting. When I have a house one day, I mean I have a flat, but it's not big enough. When I have a house one day, I'm going to have a billiard room. I'm going to have a billiard room. I set up a little bit like this. I want a little bit of a bar so that people can come round, play some snooker with me, and then have a drink. Like, it just sounds so chill. Like, it's such like a... It feels so dissociated from, like, social media and stuff like that. It's just like a place that you chill out and have fun. And have a drink, because we all need a drink at some point. This is the oh god. Okay, this is the maths. This is where the maths comes in, because it's saying plus, minus, times, divide. It's also a darts board. Okay. So single 2. Blue. So we can click on the numbers. So 2. Oh, so 10 plus 4 is 14. Was it... Hang on. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Plus, minus, times, divide. So I assume it's actually... Okay, I'm assuming it's going to be plus, minus, times, divide. Right? It goes from the middle to the outer ring. Which, if that's right, that's quite an interesting puzzle. 15 minus 7 is 8. 20 minus 7 is 13. Hang on. Plus, minus, times, divide. So 5 times 2 is 10. Oh my gosh. Do we care about bid mass here? We can work it out both ways. So 10 minus 4 is 6, times 3 is 18. Oh, the other way is not going to work, is it? Because you do 10 times 3 is 30, minus 4 is 26. And there's only 20 numbers on a darts board. So there you go. So it should be 10 minus 4 is 6, times 3 is 18. Which, where is it? 18. Okay. There we go. And I've got 2 keys. Which we needed. We needed 2 keys. Yes, we can continue. Oh my god, this episode is going to be so long. Oh no, I was expecting to do like 2 or 3 days, but no, this is going to be very long. I mean, I'm imagining in later episodes, we're going to have shorter days because we already know what's in most of the rooms. And secondly, I'm probably going to edit a lot of the next like days out if there's nothing interesting that happens. I don't want you guys sitting there watching me go through all of the same rooms again and again and again, because I don't think it's going to be very valuable to watch. I think the main discoveries and stuff like that is going to be shown. So that seems to be all in that room. That was an interesting puzzle. It got us 2 keys. It seems like the parlor gets us... It's interesting they're both in the corner, by the way. The parlor gets us gems and the billiard room gets us keys. I wonder if it will stay that way throughout. This seems a lot more crowded than the West Wing. I mean, Lady Epson did die, so that's why it was shut. Got some flowers, some vases, some pots, a bit like the other ones. Did my cursor change? No. This is cool. This is like a hotel thing where you put all your suitcases. Okay. Car and cart. Car and cart. So 8 is correct. Which, you know, I expected 8 to be correct, by all means. But it's nice to have that confirmed. And then this should be a K. Which I don't know how we're going to get K, but... whoa! Veranda. Okay, wait. So guest bedroom, 10 steps. Chapel, whenever you enter, you lose 1 coin. Or veranda, greater chance of finding items in green rooms. We only have 1 gem. No! But that's interesting. It seems like the green rooms are a little bit rarer and more expensive. So I wonder if there are... I mean, it does seem like a lot of the green rooms have positive... It seems like green rooms and red rooms are antitheses of each other. Veranda would be perfect here. Unfortunately, we only have 1 gem. I think we'd actually take chapel here so that it goes away. We will only lose 1 coin as long as we don't go back through the chapel. So let's try the chapel, see what's in the chapel. Oh, this is overwhelming. There's oh my gosh, there's a lot here. Okay, so there's going to be this whole religion that we're going to have to understand, I think. There are Roman numerals below each of these angels. and they all look different. They look like they have like different professions. So we'll write that down in a second. I haven't written anything down in a while. So nothing else in... What do you call these? I forget what you call them. The rose... Oh, there's a... Very good. Very good. Rook in the nook. Bishop in the chapel. Makes sense. Makes sense. Oh, it's just nature, isn't it? It's just nature. Looks like we got a holy grail on a Bible. A holy grail on a holy Bible. No, I'm kidding. That wasn't intentional. It also looks like there's an angel, like a lost angel. There's like an angel hidden behind this. So there's a puzzle in here. Is what I'm gathering. This logo has reappeared. This is a very tall roof. I mean, it is a chapel, so that's why it has the triangle roof. Okay, so I guess, and there's also these statues which are all different. So this is quite a lot. Are these like... They are different religious figures, I think. Are they different religions, maybe? I don't know. Let's start with the obvious, like... Number one, so, okay, so chapel, I'm going to name this. Chapel 1 is, I guess, a farmer. Like, that looks like a hoe to me. And I'm talking about the tool, not the woman. I just want to be clear. It does look like a hoe, with a hoe. So, it looks like a farmer to me. And then, number 2. Number 2 is over here. That's like a pizza chef. She's like holding like a pizza oven stick. So it's a chef, I think. So 2 is chef. 3 also looks like a farmer. Oh, but it looks like a barnyard. How would you distinct them? Or distinctify them? One of them is like a crop. One of them works with crops, one of them works with animals. So, like, I would say a crop farmer and an animal farmer. Is there a word? Are there words to distinct them? To distinctify them? Like a barn, a stable master. Like, I don't know. Number 4 is over here. You look... Is that like a feather duster? So maybe a maid. I'm going to put maid for this. Though I'm not sure. Maybe a chimney sweep. I don't know. I feel like we're very much past the days of chimney sweeps in 1993. But... I'm going to say maid. It doesn't really look like a maid though. I don't know what to put for that one. I'm just putting maid for now. Number 5 is this one. Oh, that's a maid. That's definitely a maid. Okay. She's got like the whole maid outfit. So this is a maid. I don't know what this one is. I'm gonna put chimney sweep. It sounds crazy. I don't know what it is. Like, who the hell are you? I'm not like recognizing the profession. It's got like a hat, a long stick with like a feather duster. She seems like a baddie. A baddie chimney sweep. I can't believe this is the room where I'm making like the most offensive, like derogatory comments to women, but my angels. This is number 6. This is like a jockey. I would say an equestrian. Is that it? Yeah, there's no... Oh, this is 7. 7 seems like queen or prince, maybe? I would say like a royal figure. I'll just put queen. Royalty. She probably represents royalty. That's probably it. Like, all of these probably represent something. So This represents the farmlands. This represents the animals. This represents the food. Jockey doesn't really work for this. This represents like negativity. This represents royalty. This one, these two have light coming. Oh, they have light coming through. Oh, I was going to say they have light coming through because it was facing the garden, like the outside, but it's not. It's facing straight ahead. Well, never mind then. I don't know if there's anything more to these. There probably is something to do with those, but I wouldn't know right now. We have the professions. It's good to know at this point, right? Because it could just like we could see the rest of the puzzle somewhere else and then we instantly know. So interesting. Storeroom, boudoir, secret passage. Secret passage is interesting. Leads to a room of a color of your choice. So we know what the colors are now. So you have like orange for corridors, purple for bedrooms, red for red rooms, green for green rooms, blue for blueprints, and there was another one. But it doesn't seem like we have any of the other one. Okay. I can't remember what the other one was. I think boudoir is a good choice here. It lets us go forward and it doesn't cost anything. So let's do that. What is in here? This looks very nice. Oh no! We didn't get drawing. Ah, frick. Okay. Boudoir, boudoir, boudoir. Boudoir. Safe. Ah, we can go behind, I think. Okay, safe. Maybe that's one of the 8 safes. This looks like it could be like Clara Epson's, or maybe like a daughter of multiple shoes here. Perfumes. A brush. Yeah, so okay. So first thing to note is this is the boudoir. It's Christmas. Oh my god, there's going to be something here that I'm missing. It's Christmas. There's a safe being opened, being unwrapped. What could this mean? There's something else here. There's something else here that I'm missing. Like outside. Something to do with presents. The wrapping paper. I mean, it's just Christmas wrapping paper. Okay, so Christmas in the boudoir. What a fun time. There is a candlestick missing. That's a bit concerning. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so this is sand and. This is actually an ampersand, I will say. So, my letter is amber. But that would be a good clue, wouldn't it? That would be such a good clue for something. I'm gonna write that down. Ampersand and sand. You get amber. So it's like, even though we didn't get the last letter here, we know this is gonna be crack, because what else will it be? And also, we're talking about safes, and you crack safes. So I think I'm pretty confident that's okay. I'm not gonna fill it in yet until we've confirmed on a different day. But we have another S, like another plural word here. So, interesting. Okay. Ballerina. Okay. So let's see the safe then. See if Sinker Co. Sinker Co. So it allows us to type in numbers. Okay, so we're gonna need to crack 8 safes. I have no idea. I like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Enter. Nope. I don't know. I don't know at this point. We don't have any... It could be a year. We don't have anything to go with yet, so I guess we just got to keep on filling letters and hopefully it will tell us like how to solve the safes or something. Nice little chandelier. I like this room. Boudoir is very nice. We need to remember there's a safe in the boudoir. Boudoir safe. Okay. And not just that the boudoir is safe, it's that there's a safe in the boudoir. Okay. Whoa, so much information is being thrown at me right now. Okay. Guest room, or guest bedroom, 10 steps. Kind of blocks us off, we don't want that. Mail room, a package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. That's interesting, but again, it blocks us off a little bit. I know we can go back to the courtyard, but that's so far away. I don't even know if we have the steps for that. So, like, even if we did block ourselves off right now, I would be more inclined to pick the guest bedroom just for the steps. I'm not going to do that, though. I think I'm probably going to go conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. Okay, so it's kind of like a hub for spread items. Like if we get the gems spreading through green rooms or the coins spreading through various rooms with the office, I think it was. We'll take the conference room. I'm not incredibly happy with it, but we'll take it. Okay, there's a note here. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room, spread items are gathered in that room instead. Okay, got it. I think that kind of confirms what I already thought, but it's good to have that, it's good to have that confirmed. We got some pens, we got some glasses. Oh yeah. I don't know what's going on anymore. I've gone crazy. It's almost been 2 hours and I haven't finished the first day. There's some notepads. I see there's something on the other side. Okay, conference room. They must be owning companies. Corporation tax. Okay, so there's stuff here. So, safe code 9083. I'll write that down. Though considering there's 8 safes, I don't think it will be. It could be the code to all 8 safes actually. We'll try it. It's funny how I literally just said like we don't have anything to go off of right now, and we literally get it in the next room. That's kind of crazy. Reminder: after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. There's a safe in the office. Okay. We heard in boardroom. Or conference room. Okay. So that's good to know. There's a safe in the boudoir. There's a safe in the office. So... Okay, that's good. That's 2 out of 8 safes. That's a lot of safes, by the way. 8 safes? We're going to have to... Like, if the safe code doesn't work for all of them, we're going to have to find 8 different codes. I'm not excited for that. No, I am quite excited for that, actually. I'm really excited to work that out. This was pine before. It doesn't look like it's that. I don't even know what this could be. Fire. Like fire or flame. Flame and lame. Oh, fire and fir. Because fir is a type of tree and it's spelled with I. So that's an E. Okay. So where are we? We're here. Okay. Okay, we've got one place to go and that's up. Let's see what's here. Storeroom, corridor, secret passage. I am very tempted to take secret passage, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to take corridor. Corridor is always left unlocked, which is good. I now know what that means. That means we can just go straight through. Like, we don't need to worry about having keys. So I think corridor is good here. Again, no cost requirement. And I don't... It doesn't look like there's going to be anything in here. Are there two pictures? There are. Cart and chart. So that's a H. H above the conference room. Lovely little hat right here. Okay, so there's nothing else in this corridor. Oh. Multiple O's. The guest bedroom, 10 steps. Utility closet, breaker box. Again, really want to see that. Kitchen, food for sale. Food for sale. It seems like food gives us steps. We need steps. That would be nice. Kitchen allows us to go left, which might allow us to connect with the courtyard, which I'm very interested in doing. And food for sale, we've got 5 coins. I wonder if that's enough for any food. I think we may as well see the kitchen. I'm not happy spending a gem here, but I'm gonna have to be. Like, gems are actually very valuable in this game, I've realized, because they give you a lot more flexibility. I'll go with kitchen. And what's in the kitchen? This is a very lovely kitchen. Oh my gosh, I was right about the inheritance tax on this death estate. My goodness, this is a property. Toaster, scales again. Okay. This is a very inconvenient kitchen, isn't it? Because the pantry is all the way over here. I've got to like take 20 steps just to get from the pantry to the kitchen. Okay, oven, gloves. There's a tap. No water. Hang on. Why did they let me do this? I mean, I guess it's the same as like the globes in the observatory, but like, why are they letting me see that there's no water? Okay. Stage and stag. Blue and red. Again, blue and red. Contrasting ideas. Stage and stag. So an E. Can't open the fridge, so that's fine. Dog bowl. Okay. Maybe that's useful to know. There's a dog or something. Maybe we'll find like a kennel. Or a dog house. Lots of jars of jams, I guess. Maybe they make their own jam. We got some tea. We love a bit of tea, sis. This is a food processor. And then in the middle, we've got like a lovely kitchen island with a stovetop on the kitchen island. Oh my gosh. My dreams would come true if I had this house. Okay, here's the shop aspect of it. So, what's for sale? Bananas for 2. Can we look at them? 3 steps each. So apples were 2 steps, bananas are 3. So we could right now buy 6 steps straight away. Club sandwich is 8. That gets you 15 steps. That is a lot of steps, and I'm not gonna lie, 8 coins isn't bad for that, I think. 8 coins for 15 steps. Or chef salad plus 5 steps for every green room in your house. Oh, interesting. That scales with green rooms. So there's definitely synergies and stuff in play. I mean, we've seen that with, for example, the nursery gives you 5 steps for every bedroom that you draft. So like, I think even that is a synergy in of itself. So I like that. And then main course, glazed salmon, lemon glazed salmon, charbroiled Cajun spiced salmon, lemon butter sauce served over spinach leaf. Oh, stop it. I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten in 2 hours. I've been playing this. Plus 20 steps, plus an additional 10 steps if you have an aquarium in your house. Interesting. If you have an aquarium, you get additional 10 steps. But how much does that cost? Oh, the main course is served only in the dining room. We have a dining room, And they said with the dining room, you have to reach rank 8. We are 2 ranks away from reaching rank 8, which will give us the lemon glazed, sorry, salmon, which will give us 20 extra steps, which really isn't really worth it, because in the time that it takes us to get to 8 and then to get back down to dining room, that's gonna be like at least 10 steps, and it's gonna take us 10 steps to get back here. So like, don't really think that's that useful to us. It's because of the placement of the dining room. If we have the dining room on rank 8, that would be obviously optimal, because you would get the most amount of steps out of that. But the net steps, I think it's a net loss, to be honest, on the steps. So we don't really need to worry too much about getting to rank 8 and stuff. Let's go through here. Oh no! Uh-oh. Bunk room counts as 2 bedrooms. Great. I'm all for that, but it is a dead end. Rumpus room would be perfect here. Not only do we get coins to use in the kitchen, but it's a new room, and there's no and. And it's straight ahead, which we want, because we want to get to the other side of the courtyard, preferably. Secret passage as well would have been great. We don't have any gems. Shoot. I'm gonna redraw. Okay. It's not the end of the world. I prefer utility closet over the bunk room, I think. So let's utility closet. It means I think the day might be over, to be honest. I don't know if we've got enough steps to go all the way back to the courtyard. I think we've kind of had like 2 separate routes. Let's have a look actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We can get there. Do we want to? Okay, so breaker room. We have plain. Is that a planet? But why is there a paintbrush? I'm gonna say plane and planet. I don't really know why it's being painted. Hang on. Sky, air, paint, draw, create. I think it's plane and planet. I don't know. That one's a bit ambiguous, I think. Plane and planet is T. I guess it works, right? That probably looks like it could be a word. This is what we've got so far. I think this is good. I should have zoomed in, by the way. I don't know why I'm so zoomed out. There we go. That's a lot easier for you guys to see. Oops. Nothing here. We've got a lovely little fan. And then nothing here. Okay, so it's just this breaker box. Oh my gosh. Oh god. Okay. Very small text. Danger. Toggling. Oh my gosh. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan function. Okay, that's good to know. Please call DC power if you require assistance. I mean, I don't think we're going to need it, but I'll write down DC power. So, okay. That's actually really good to know. So, if we turn off certain lighting in certain rooms with this breaker box, then the functionality of the rooms will turn off as well. So, let's see what we have. Keycard entry system. I'll turn that off. I don't have a keycard. Don't want any keycard. I don't want to have to put a keycard in when I don't have a keycard. VAC indicators, is that is that like vacuum air conditioning? It's something like that. What is this? Oh god, this is a puzzle, isn't it? Red. What is going on? What is the goal here? Is there a goal? Or is this just for fun? Hang on, we're getting blue. How am I getting blue? I don't know how I got blue. Oh, purple! Oh my gosh. It's clearly something I need to find. By the way, I've been speaking for so long. My voice is kind of... That's why I'm coughing so much. I need a water, I think. Did not expect this playthrough, this first day, to go so long. So I'm sorry for the long video. Or, you're welcome for the long video if you like long form content. I guess you probably do have to expect it though. First episode of Blueprints is probably going to have the most comprehensive look at each room. So it's probably going to be the longest day. Although I don't know how this game works. I don't know if there's certain days which drag on because of a certain puzzle or something. I don't know. We'll see. Nothing to do with that right now makes any sense, so we'll leave it. But I am going to write it down actually. The VAC indicators utility closet. Okay. And then gymnasium will turn off, I guess. Dark room we want on so that we can see in it. I mean, I haven't seen a dark room yet, but I mean, if the lights are off, then it's going to be a very dark room. Garage, it was off. I mean, what's... Oh, no, but it's the functionality, isn't it? I don't know. Let's keep the functionality for all of these, and then if we need to come back here, then we probably can't because we're not going to be able to with the steps that we have, but it's interesting. There's also cabinet that's like written off. That's something to keep in mind. Cabinet is written off. Don't know what that is. Okay. So interesting. That allows us to stop the functionality of certain rooms. I wonder if those rooms were random or if it's always those rooms. I imagine it's always those rooms, but you never know. Okay. So it looks like we're going to have to go all the way back. We can try the safe code in the boudoir. And do we buy... Yeah, I think we buy something in the kitchen. I think we get... we can either get 6 from 2 bananas or 5 for every green room. We only have 1 green room, don't we? So I think 2 bananas will do the job. Very nice. Thank you for that. And let's go all the way back to courtyard. It's quite a while away. Actually, we're stopping at the boudoir first, but either way, we're going to the courtyard. And then safe time. Okay, so the safe code was 9083. No, nothing. Okay. Maybe that's a different save code. Or maybe that's telling us that the format of the save code, at least, is 4 numbers. That's good enough to know by itself, you know? Because it could very well have been 6 numbers. You go all the way here and then all the way across. I'm not sure how we did with the floor planning on this first day. I think it went sort of well, but it's just unfortunate that we got to this point and then we didn't have any keys. It's unfortunate. Okay, back through here. Was it the safe room we go through? Yeah. So it's just through here. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, there's a box here that I just... Oh, I don't know if I want to do that. What if... what? Nah, I'm not going to do that. There's also one there. Oh, it's so tempting. What can we get from them? Probably gems and... Oh, I just realized we're gonna try and open these doors and there's gonna be gem requirements. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk it. What's in this box? What's in this box? Please, come on. Give me something good. Oh! Oh my gosh. Coins and 2 ivory dice. And also the purse gave us another coin. That's not bad return on investment. I would have liked another key or a gem, but at least we can re-roll twice. I think that's good. Right, let's do this. Last key, oh no. I should have gone up, actually. What am I doing? None of these are good. Storeroom gives us a key. And a gem. I'm going to do storeroom because it keeps us going. Okay. So, coin, key, gem. That's cool. That's like a model house. Pawn in the storeroom. Globe in the storeroom. That came from the observatory, clearly. Can't spin that one, though. Knight? No, it's just a rocking horse, I think. Interesting rug. That makes my eyes hurt. Looking at the design, there's no like obvious pattern. There's something here. A little blue bird with a swimming costume. That's exactly what I'm gonna write down. A little blue bird with a swimsuit. Oh, little blue bird. Right, now I want to die. I'm joking. Okay. What is this? That looks like a deathbed. Oh, it's a cot. It's a coat and a cot. It's kind of the opposite of a deathbed, if you ask me. Coat and cots are A. So A is here. This could be anything. It could be like cakes, takes, mains. I don't know. We don't know what that is yet. Okay. So storeroom done. Now we go through the other side of the courtyard with the key that we just got. It's looking very dark outside because we've been here for 5 days and it's only day 1. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Boiler room is interesting. Power source. We have the utility closet. It keeps us going. Mail room. I mean, these two are dead ends, so we shouldn't be using them. I'm going to use the dice because I'd rather use the dice. Like, we've got 2 dice. I'd rather use the dice than a gem straight away. And also, boiler room sounds complicated. Gymnasium. Whenever you enter gymnasium, lose 2 steps. It's not great. Maid's chamber. Less likely to find items laying around in your house. That dead ends us. Security. Security keeps us going. View inventory of all items currently in the house. Okay, at this point, we're going with security. Let's see. Oh, a cutscene. How intriguing. It's a cutscene specifically for a room. We haven't had that yet. It's a security room cutscene. Okay. Setting the vibe, at least. There's a note there. Oh, we'll see it, I think. It is literally me. I'm wearing the same tie as him. How did we do this? How did we do this? Wearing the same as him, apart from the waistcoat and the cool hair. Mine's a bit of a mess today, but there's like a vault there, like a jewelry shop or something. That's a storeroom. It's like is that the office or something? Is that a freaking like music room? Okay, interesting. There's loads of rooms that we haven't seen yet. I'm glad I'm playing this game. It's great so far. Okay. So we've got a live feed of... Do I move? No. Oh, no, I do. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's so much here. Okay. So, let's go room by room. That looks like a library. That looks like a music room. Some sort of vault. Crazy. I don't know what that is. That looks like the place where you put like alcohol. Is that the... No, that's not the billiard room. No, I don't think it is. That's the... What was it called? I think that's the Nook. Yeah. This is like one of the corridors. That's the storeroom, isn't it? Yeah, because we saw the little blue bird with a swimsuit. That's the spare room, the awful spare room. Is that a closet? That looks like an office. This is the room we're currently in. That's a nursery. Don't know what that is. That's the Nook again. The Rook in the Nook. What on earth? There's like a museum. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to go to the museum. Yeah, this is like a jewelry shop. What the frick? A jeweler's? A ballroom? What the? A swimming pool? Oh my gosh. I bet the vault has loads of money as well. There's a knight in here. There's some things. There's also a computer. Welcome to Mount Holly Security. Press enter. Oh my gosh, we're getting into some intense stuff and I really need to end the video soon. View estate inventory. The following is a detailed list of items currently in the house that have yet to be collected. This list will be updated as new rooms are added. 0 fruit, 0 gems, 0 keys, 0 coins, 1 trunk. We know that's in the bedroom. And 1 sleeping mask? I missed a sleeping mask. Boudoir, boudoir, boudoir. Boudoir. Safe. I probably thought you couldn't pick it up. Okay, so we're missing a sleeping mask somewhere. Which probably... What's that going to do though? Let us sleep? Okay. Keycard system. Security doors are doors within the estate that can only be unlocked with an electronic keycard. The keycard system is currently offline. I think that's because we turned it off with the breaker box. So that's good. Keycard system settings. Security level medium. We can change it to low or high. It determines the amount of keycard security doors that will be deployed in your estate. Okay, so we'll set it to low. So we can expect 1 or 2 security doors. And then offline mode determines the default setting. Oh! Right, so actually we want the offline mode to be unlocked so that they're unlocked when it's offline, and it's currently offline. So it's currently offline, so we want it to be unlocked because we don't have a key card. So we want it to be unlocked, but also we want the security level to be high so that we have more doors. So because we have more security doors, we can pass straight through them. That means there's going to be less room for regular key doors because we have 0 keys. I think that's the logic. Okay, so the breaker room and the office... No, this isn't the office. Where are we? Security. The breaker room and security go hand in hand a little bit with the keycard system. That's quite good. Okay, so back here, log into network. There's a password. Ah! Okay, so what is the password? Cabinet. Damn it. It was worth a try. Although, hang on. Because it seems like this is going to be centered, so I'm kind of metagaming here. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be 8 letters. Okay. We can exit. So that's interesting. There's a whole system. QWERTY UR. Where's the I? ASDFGHJKL. ZXCVBNM. Where's the I? Or is that the letter for this room? Is there... Oh, there are. Yeah. Beach. Tag. 10. What is this? Like a beach, a landscape, a coast? Coast and cost, I would say. So it's not I, it's A. That seems correct. Yes. 8. I ate 8 safes. No, it's not that. Okay. So there's other stuff here as well. Staff notice. Effective the first week of December, payroll for all live out and seasonal staff will be managed electronically. As your attendance will no longer be registered at morning roll call, it is doubly important that you do not fail to clock in and out at one of the electronic computer terminals on the estate. 2 of these terminals can be found at security and in the laboratory. Okay, so there's a laboratory... terminals, laboratory, and security. And how many were there? Maybe it's just 2 of them. That must be annoying, right? Trying to clock in and out. At this estate, you have to draft all the rooms to get to the right room. Any questions or concerns regarding this process should be directed, as always, to our house manager, Mrs. Babbage. Mrs. Babbage, house manager. Okay. That's good to know. And then terminal password begins with an S. Is that an ING as well? At the end. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out the terminal password. Swimming or something. That's 8 letters. Until further notice, the antechamber has been unlocked and access levers are no longer required to grant entry. Okay. Antechamber unlocked. I don't know why we'd need to know that. Access levers. Okay. Keycard access security doors are more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. That makes sense. Likewise, as a redundant security measure, normal doors in the estate will also be more likely to be locked as you progress north. Again, that makes sense. So, essentially... So my thoughts are, you want to spend you want to spend the early rooms at the bottom of the map trying to gather resources like keys, gems, coins, ivory dice, steps, even maybe. Then as you progress north, you will have the resources, the adequate resources to go as far, like to go up the highest ranks as possible to get to the antechamber. But also, like, the fact that we got security, we got a synergy with security and breaker room. I know it's not that useful now because we have not a lot of steps and not a lot of keys, but now we are able to pass through all of the keycard doors. We haven't seen the keycard door yet, but we're more likely to see them now that we've switched up the security. So that's good. Microwave and coffee machine. Very strange for the security, but actually, that makes sense. Was there anything? There was a note here, wasn't there? Yeah. Blue memos equals true. Red memos equals lies. So what did the red memo say? It said... Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. Oh, okay. So that's why it's telling us that. So the antechamber has been unlocked. Sorry, I just knocked over my drink. The antechamber it's in a bottle, so I don't need to clean it up. The antechamber has been unlocked, and access levers are no longer required. This is a lie. So the antechamber is locked. So I need to change this. Antechamber is locked. Access levers are required to grant entry, I think is what it's saying. So we need access levers. So somewhere in the estate there's going to be some levers. Okay. Okay. So I don't think we can just head straight to the antechamber and get in. I imagine the doors are going to be locked in a different way. Okay. So that's good to know. What else is here? There's some tapes. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And a phone. And whatever this is. Some sort of servers or something. Alright. Next room. That's it. That is it. The room is locked. There's nothing we can do about it. That's quite disappointing, isn't it? I was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have another room. At least. No. Where's the sleep mask? Is it in here? Doesn't seem to be here. I don't know where the sleep mask is. I can't believe we missed that. Let's see if we can go outside. I really don't want to spend more time on this episode, but okay, we have, I think, 1 step outside, and I don't know if steps count outside. This is lovely though. Look at this place. Oh my gosh. My goodness. There's going to be a hidden in plain sight thing with the stars, I bet. Some sort of constellation in the sky. That would be like, this is how you beat the game right here, right now. Make a wish? Sure, I'll make a wish. Okay. Can we do it again? No. Okay. I thought that was an item. It's just a bird. Oh. Oh, it's locked. So we need, probably not a key, but we probably need to come through the other side. Can you not just jump through? Or like, if the padlock is on the other side, just reach through. Okay, whatever. What else is there? Is there anything off this balcony? Oh, a waterfall. Some stuff down there. Surely we're not going to be going down there, right? Oh, there's some stuff down here. Okay. What's down here? A boarded off doorway with like rails, like a mine. Interesting. And then pipes leading into this. It looks like we might be going down there at some point. I like that there's progression in the property every day, and there's also it also seems like there's outside stuff that you can do without using steps that is just always going to be there. You're going to have to like figure out the puzzle outside the house as well as inside the house. It's quite an interesting dynamic for a game. That is a very long way down. Can we see Reddington anywhere? Seems like we can see like the road. It's probably behind the mountain. Oh, this is so cool. I love this game. I know I'm nowhere near through this game. I mean, I've got 8 safes to find. But this game is really cool. This is too dark. You probably can't see anything. There's some places to put torches. No, you can't get through. Okay. And then seems like that's everything down here. There is a bird bath as well. Okay. And then back up here. What's through here? Lovely little gates. Oh no! Step count went down to 0. Damn it! You have used all of your steps and must now call it a day. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion, just like me and my voice, and must now return to your campsite to get some rest. You can continue your search tomorrow, however the house may be a little bit different. Okay. So we just move on to the next day. Oh, Mount Holly, ordinary villa. Is this descriptor going to be different based on what sort of rooms we have? I imagine if we have more green rooms, it will be like green villa. I think it's ordinary villa because we have a lot of blueprints. Total rooms 26. Rank reached 6. Steps taken 66. Items found. Number 1, fly. Items found 3. This is a good start, I think. I think that was a very successful first day. We learnt a lot. I don't think we made any like permanent changes at all. We didn't get any actual physical progress, which is kind of mad for 2.5 hours. But we found out there's some safes. We found out there's like synergies between rooms and stuff. We've got a lot of information about family and like the house manager. We've got the chapel puzzle to do. We found out there's terminals. I think this has been a successful day. I think this has been good. And I think that is it for now. So we save and quit. And then next time we will do day 2 and see if we can get any other things. Well, obviously we will. But we'll see what will be different about day 2. And hopefully what will be different about day 2 is it will be a little bit shorter. I'm sorry this one was so long. Hopefully, I mean, I'm hoping the episodes to be maybe like from 1 hour to 2 hours or something like that. Just like long form, but not too long form. This is probably a little bit too long. But that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and you can keep up with the series. So let me know how you felt about it, and I will see you in the next episode. Little blue bird. That actually is more important than I think. Greenhouse? That looks kind of important. The Red Prince. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a Red Prince and his book, The Red Book We Just Read. Dr. Seuss up in this bit.